All I know is I was screaming for help. No one came.
Her story of survival is horrifying. Lina Nguyen waited almost 6 years for justice after police in Dallas say she was raped, stabbed, and left for dead behind a dumpster. We have more information now from Matt Howerton. He says that last week a homeless man was arrested after the attack, was finally convicted. But why did it take so long for him to see a courtroom? Well, Matt found out, and a prosecutor tells him that he's never seen a suspect play the system so well.
I just couldn't believe it.
Weight off your shoulders.
I could finally breathe.
Lina Nguyen says it took too long to close one of the darkest chapters of her life.
You may hurt me, but I survived.
In 2012, Nguyen was raped and stabbed 20 times while trying to catch a bus for school. 65-year-old Tommy Robinson, a homeless man, was arrested after the attack, and just last week, he was sentenced to 50 years in prison after a jury convicted him of aggravated robbery. Almost 6 years after the crime. Now, you might be wondering, why did that take so long?
How would you describe this case in one word?
Chaotic.
Prosecutor Jason Fine took over the case after Nguyen's attack. Simply put, he's astonished Robinson made it to a courtroom.
Frankly, the Monday before we picked the jury, I'm thinking, is this still going to go to trial?
And here's why. After his arrest, Robinson was deemed incompetent to stand trial, but Fine wasn't sold. Over the span of 5 years, he tried 3 times to prove Robinson was mentally fit for a courtroom, but failed. All the while, Nguyen waited anxiously.
And I'm sure there were plenty of times where she felt like she was never going to see justice done in this case.
Yet Fine kept tabs on Robinson, requesting records while he went in and out of mental hospitals. And in 2017,
within those records, we start to see this pattern of he wants to save up money until he comes back to Dallas County.
Robinson was in a work program at a hospital in Big Spring and told an employee he won't go back to jail until he saves $1,500. And get this, the hospital discovered Robinson somehow purchased a laptop while in custody and said, quote, he is focusing on writing his book. Fine used that information to finally get him in front of a jury.
We felt like he certainly was trying to take advantage of the system.
And this prosecutor isn't pointing fingers.
There was no fault of anybody in the system. This was all Tommy Robinson.
He's just glad this case is over.
Robinson has already asked for a new trial. That request was denied by a judge, and he is now appealing his conviction. Matt Howerton, Channel 8 News.
Thank you, Matt.